Huh. That's my position. Hello, hello. Mic testing, hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, hello.
Ready, sir?
Yes, I am ready. Hello everyone, this is Narendra. On behalf of online, I welcome you all. So let's again start. As for the today's topic, it was the simple interest and compound interest. And simple interest and compound interest is one of the very important topic for all the competitive examinations. And as these classes are about the SSC CGL, there will be definitely one question. And if you know the concept, it will be very, very easy at the Tier 1 examination. At Tier 2 examinations, a little complex questions will be there. So we will discuss a couple of important questions even for Tier 1, also for Tier 2 examinations. So once again, I welcome you all and let's begin over here. So let's say that a father left a will of rupees 68,000 to be divided between his two sons aged 10 years and 12 years such that they get equal amount. So you are expected to notice this point, they get equal amount. So this will help you to frame a equation. Yes, equal amount at the age when both of them will attain 18 years. Now the question is, if the money is reckoned at 10% per annum, that means the rate of interest is 10%. Find how much each will get at the time of the bill. So what I understand from the question, if I try to understand the question is, that is 68,000 has to be distributed, right, divided in two sons. And what is their age? So one age is 12 years, the other one age is 10 years. So the first one age is 10 years and the second one age is 12 years. Here 10 years and here it is 12 years. When they will attain the age of 18 years, then the amount will be paid. So that means how many years it will take? It will take 8 years and it will take, that is 6 years. So this money which is given to the one son, the younger son and elder son, is invested at the rate of for the period of 8%, 8 years and the 6 years. And what is the rate of interest? In both the cases, the rate of interest is 10%. Now, what is the question then? The question is, find how much each will get at the end. Stated that the amount they will receive will be equal. Amount they will receive will be equal. The easiest method, as the title suggests, the magical method to answer the question is this. Let's assume that, can I have another empty slide? Yes. So let's assume that the first son is getting an amount of X rupee and the second son getting an amount of Y rupee. Now, at the for 8 years, at the rate of 10% per annum, that will be how much interest? The interest will be 80%. How much will be the amount? The amount will be 100 plus 80, 180%. So let's take that 180% of X. Here 180% of X. This is what the amount is. And what is the amount for the second son? The amount for the second son is, that is for 6 years at the rate of 10% per annum, 60% is the interest and the 100% is principal. So 100 plus 60, that is 160%. So 160% of the amount given to him is Y. Let's take that X plus Y is 68,000. So this amount is Y and 6 into 10 is 60. 160% of Y. So I will take that 160% of Y. Yes. So can I get the ratio of X to Y? Yes, I will get the ratio of X to Y. So you look at this one, that what is X by Y? The X by Y is 160 by 180, as zeros gets cancelled, and this is 8 and 9. So this is 8 by 9. That means the total amount 38,000. Is it 38,000? 68,000. This 68,000 is divided in the ratio of 8:9 to the younger son and the elder son. So you are asked that what will be the amount. So first find out, this is 68,000 into that 8 part out of 8 plus 9, 17 parts. This is the amount for X. And he gets a 180%. That is 180 by 100, which is 18 by 10, and which is that is 9 by 5. Let me write down here 180 by 100. Now when I cancel this part, you will find that this is this gets cancelled, and this is with 2 9, and this is 5 I was talking about. Now cancel this one with 17, that's 4 times, and this is 8 times, this is 800. So finally I notice that 8 is 64, and 64 into 9. What comes 64 into 9? Then 9 4 is 36, carry 3. And 9 6 is 54, plus 3 is 57. And followed by a couple of zeros are there, place it. So this is for the amount of one person. So the amount of one person will be equal to amount of second person, because it is said that the amount they received at the end of at the age of 18 years is same. So my answer should be 57,600. So do we have anywhere? Okay, leave about that part. Fifth amount they are talking about. So this is my answer. Hope it is clear, my friends. Okay, that's good. Now, shall we move on to the next question here? What is this next question? Rupees 15,000 is divided. These all are the very interesting picked up questions. So I can see your comment. If you give a comment, let me see that. If any comment comes, I will address that comment. Okay, Aman, very good morning. Very good morning, Aman. I am very happy to see you. And I am sure you know how to answer these all questions. You are very smart. You are very smart, Aman. Okay, Aman, can we answer this question? It says that rupees 15,000 is divided into 2 parts such that the simple interest on the first part for 3 years at 10% per annum is equal to. So once again the word equal to, that frame the equation. So is equal to the simple interest on the second part for 6 years at 7.5% per annum. So find the sum lent at the higher rate of interest. So if you look at that, what is there in the question, then it is really interesting, And there I will go with the general method once, and then we will go with the exam approach method. Right, my friends? Okay. So let's see that what is the general method. The Amit, anyone can comment, anyone can ask any question to us. We are here as an ACE online to help you. 1 hour we will prepare with you. You please prepare with us, and then the rest of the time you prepare of your own. 1 hour per day. Now, rupees 15,000 divided in 2 parts. So let's take that the first part is X. I am dealing with the basic method once. By that time, the people like Aman and all can try to answer the question. And what will be the second part in this case? The second part in this case will be the total value is 15,000. So 15,000 minus X will be the sum in the second case. And what happens in the first case? The first part for 3 years at 10% per annum. Is it the simple interest or compound interest? So it is a simple interest. So here 10% per annum. So it says that the rate of interest is 10% per annum. For how many years? It is for 3 years. Now, what about the second one? So it is invested for 6 years and the rate of interest 7.5%, Mr. Aman. So this is 7.5%, and the time is 6 years. And it is said that what is equal here, somewhere I read the equal, that is such that the simple interest on the first part is equal to the simple interest from the second part. So how do I get the simple interest from the first part? It's a very interesting question, and then I will go deal with the magical method, the shortest possible method. Don't leave the class, and I request you to every day please join. Now I will write down this one, the PRT by 100. It's a general approach. Okay, PRT by 100. So that is X into 10 into 3 by 100, which is equal to Aman this comes principal, that is 1500. Is it 1500 or 15,000? Yeah, 15,000 minus x, this is the principal, Mr. Aman, and into 7.5 and into how many years? That is 6 years, and then divided by 100. So this interest from the first part is equal to the interest from the second part. Yes, right? So if someone gets the answer, please respond. Now, by solving this equation, will I get the x value? Yeah, definitely I will get the x value. So let's see that what will be the x value over here. So this 100 and 100 gets cancelled. And then I will notice that here with 3, this gets cancelled 2 times. With 2, this gets cancelled 5 times. I get this as 5x. And 5x, which is equal, with 5 there also it's getting cancelled. So why not to cancel this one, my friends? So with 5, this gets cancelled. Okay. This was 7.5. So with 5, this gets cancelled. How many times? That is 15 times 1.5 times. So what I notice is here, the x is equal to, the 15 into 15 is 225, followed by 2 zeros has to be placed, and minus 1.5x. So I brings 1.5x over here, it will become 2.5x. So this is 2.5x, which is equal to that 22,500. Then what is x, my dear friend Aman? That is 9,000. So the amount which is invested at the higher rate of interest, the higher rate of interest is 10%. And how much that is? 9,000 rupees. So my answer should be A. That's right. That's right. Option A, Anusha. Well done. Well done. Well done. Now, but is this the way to answer the question, Anusha, in the exams? Obviously not. So is there any alternate method? Yes, we are here to practice with you with the best methods, right? So please every day join with us. So what is the alternate method is? So the magical approach, you can call it as the short method, I can call it. Aman knows these questions, how to do it. Then 15,000 divided in 2 parts. And there is an equation over here, the simple interest is equal. So let's assume that this 15,000 is divided in 2 parts, that is x and y. And check, Anusha, if you have answered the question in the same method. So this x, what percentage profit you are getting for 3 years at the rate of 10% per annum. For 3 years it is 30%. So 30% of x is the interest, 0.30 of x, which is equal to Mr. Aman. In the second case, I am getting for 6 years at the rate of 7.5%. So what is the total rate of interest? That is 6 into 7.5. So 6, 7 is 42 plus another 3, 45. So it will be 0.45 of another part y, where x plus y is equal to 15,000. Okay. Now your question is that what is the amount invested at the higher rate of interest? That means I need to find out x. So look at this one. I am getting the ratio of x to y, my friends. And that is with 15 it is 3 times, and this one 2 times, that is 3 by 2, Anusha. I'm very happy that you answered the question. So it is 2. 3 by 2. Now, what is the total value? The total value is 15,000. So let's take this as 15,000. Now, I need the x value. The x value is 3 parts out of 5 parts. So this is 3 times and 3 is 9. So my answer should be 9,000. This is the best way to answer the question. Yes? Okay. So now, let's take that the 9,000 is the correct answer. Moving to the next question. Right. Look at this part. What is this question is? Let's go through this. Rupees 48,000 is divided into 2 parts such that the simple interest on the first part at for 6 years and at 7% per annum is equal to the simple interest on the second part for 3 years at 10% per annum. Find the sum lent at higher rate of interest. This question is for you. Answer it, my friends. Answer it. Similar question we have did it over here. Look at this. We did it over here. Similar question. Now I gave the question, one question for you to answer it in a fastest way. I'm just watching the laptop, your comment, in which I am watching the comment. Let me see if any one of our friend will give the right answer. Will give the right answer. Try this. Try this. Okay. Now I will answer this question. So here 48,000 into 2 parts it is said. So let's consider that as there is a equation framing, that is the simple interest from both the parts are same. So therefore I can frame the equation over here. I will consider that the first part investment is X, the second part investment is Y, where X plus Y is equal to 48,000. Now, what do you notice here? That is 6 here, 7%. So 6, 7 is 42. So 42% of the 42%, or I can write it as 0.42 of X, which is equal to, in the second case, 3 years at 10% per annum. So 10 into 3 is 30. That is 0.30 of Y. So from this equation, I will get the ratio of X to Y. And I know the X plus Y is 48,000. So I can find out any one of this. Anyone answer the question? Anyone answer the question? Please try this. Please try this, my young friends. So that is X by Y, which is equal to, that's 30 by 42, which is with 6 5 times, and this is 7 times. So you are asked to find out the amount invested at the higher rate of interest. So what is the higher rate of interest here? So this is 7% and this is 10%. That means I need to find out the second one. Why? That means 7 part. I think the okay. Can I make it as lower? Because I think the option given is based on the lower rate of interest. So in that case, I need to find out the 5 parts out of the total 12 parts, and the total given is 48,000. So this is 48,000 into 5 out of 12. So this comes 4, and 4 into 5 is 20,000. Yes, my friends? Yeah, 20,000. 28,000. So I can see that 20,000 is there. That's good. Well done. Some of you are responding. Yeah, that's right. Anusha, I don't know how did you get 28K. We don't have the option 28,000. Anyhow, it's okay. You tried it. All the best. So we are understanding how to approach the questions like this. Now moving to the next part. Look at the whole question. A sum amounts to rupees 6,900 at the end of 3 years and to rupees 7,935 at the end of 6 years. Okay, under compound interest, with the interest being compounded annually. So find out the sum. Find out the sum. Yes, Aman, how do we find out the sum in this case? So do we know what is the general approach and what is the alternate approach which we can talk of? Come on. I'm just waiting if you can build up the idea how to do it. Okay. Now I'll go with the very general method first, and then we will go with the magical method or the another approach. So here it is given to us is the amount. And the amount for how many years? It is for 3 years. And do I know the rate of interest? No. So we know we will be using this formula, that is amount is equal to the principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the whole power n. We will use this formula. Okay. So one amount is already there to us. So I can write down this as 6,900. Or in other words, let's write down the equation first, and then we can write down this part. That is principal, the P into 1 plus R by 100 to the whole power. After how many years it is 6,900? After 3 years. So after 3 years it is become 6,900. So I will consider this as equation 1. Okay. My friends, this is the general method, but we will definitely go with the magical method, which in seconds you can answer the question. Okay. The second part it is given is 7,935. So that means P into 1 plus R by 100. After how many years it is become 7,935? After 6 years. So to the whole power 6 is equal to 7,935. We have these two equations. If you follow the book, you find that this is what the approach, the solution mentioned over there. Okay, this is equation 2 will be divided by equation 1. That means this part is divided by this one. So I will get this as power 6 minus power 3, which will be power 3. So note down this, let's note down this one, and the P and P will get cancelled. So 1 plus R by 100, just watch it. Even I will say don't write down this one, because this is the general method. We will not follow this method, the bookish method. We will go with the shortcut method. Now here 1 plus R by 100 to the whole power 3 will be equal to, this is 7,935 by 6,900. That what it comes. So I can reduce it to the extent it is possible to reduce. So you cancel this number by 5. I can see that it is getting cancelled by 5, and I can also see that it is getting, both the numbers are getting cancelled by 3. This is 3, this is 9, and this is 12. 3. So that's 5 and 3, 15. Divide this number by 15 and see what comes over here. So 15, 5 is 75, and I left with 4. So that is 43, and 15, 2 is 30, and 15, 9. And here with 15, 15, 4 is 60, and 15, 6 is 90, and this is 0. So further it can be reduced, because I can notice that both of the number are getting cancelled by 23. This is 23 square. So let's take this as cancelling by 23. This is 23, and this comes 20. So this is what we got. And what is this value represents? This value represents 1 plus x by 100 to the whole power 3. So that comes 23 by 20. So I will erase this part, which is not needed over here. So finally I will write down 23 by 20. This value is so 23 by 20. Now, what actually, this is the bookish method. We will replace this value over here. So P into 23 by 20 is equal to 6,900. Let's write down over here. Let's write down. So that is P into, that's 1 plus x by 100 to the whole power 3, which is 23 by 20, which is equal to, given to us is 6,900. Now, can we get the P value over here? So let's see that this P gets cancelled over here, and it is 3 times 300, and 300 into 20, it's become 6,000. So my answer choice is 6,000, but this is not the right way to answer the question. We will learn, and this is important question, very frequently comes in the exam. You must know it if you are writing any job examination, my friends. So let's go with the shortest possible method to answer this question. Okay. Now, what is the shortest method I am talking of? Look at this one. A sum is rupees 6,000 after 3 years. So here that's the sum P, and after 3 years, what happens? It is become 6,000. I am writing the question. And after 6 years, how much it is become? That is 7,935. Now you are asked to find out what is P. That's what the question, my friends. So anyone, please try this. Dhan Reddy, very good morning. Very good morning, sir. Yes. Anyone? We know that this is 6,000 the answer. Okay, but how do, what is the second approach? The best approach is, did you notice that from here to here the difference of time is 3 years, and from here to here the difference of time is also 3 years. So these questions are framed like that. So here it will be in a geometric progression. That means P by 6000, this ratio will be equal to the ratio of 6000 by 7935, Mr. Dhanreddy. Tomorrow the whole YouTube will know who is Narendra. Okay, sir. So by using this, because here it's a 3 years gap, here it's a 3 years gap. So from here to here and here to here, they will be in a geometric progression. In geometric progression, what happens? The ratio will be common. In a lay word, I can say that P by 6000 is equal to 6000 by 7935. Okay. Okay, good. So in that case, what can I do over here? Again, cancel this 6000. That's right. So you notice over here that this number is getting cancelled by 3 and getting cancelled by 5 also. So 15 with 15 this is 400, and with 15 that is 5 times is 75. And this is 4. So that's 2 times is 30 and 4. So that comes 9 times. Is that 7935? Okay, this is 6000. Let me see the question. No, there is a mistake here. So that's what I was saying, that the question here is 6900, my friends. In the previous one, what I did, yes, 6900. So it is, there is a typing error here, 6900. So please correct this one. This is 6900 and this is 6900, because I can see that we are not able to frame the ratio here. Okay, 6900 and 6900. Come on, my friends, we will answer the question. And the Anusha is saying that 6,900, not 6,000. Thank you, Anusha, very much. Tomorrow, the whole YouTube community will know who is Anusha and how dynamic she is. Now, by cancelling this part, what I can see that with 24, this gets cancelled, 23. So this is 300, and with 23, if I try to cancel this one, this will get cancelled 2 times. Let's see that 23 3 times. So this gets cancelled 3 times. And what happens in 3 times? So 22 into 3, that's 69. 3 times, right? 23, 9 and 6, 103. And then again with 23, how many times it will get cancelled? Will it be 4 times? 4, 3, 12, carry 1. And 4 to 8 plus 1 is 9. So I notice that here it is 1, this is 1 and 5. 115. 115, is there any mistake in cancellation? 7935, that is right, and 69. Okay. So I noticed that this is getting cancelled with 63. If I cancel this one directly, it gets cancelled. Let's do it, my friends. With 69, it gets cancelled 100 times. And with 69, it is 1 time. If I take out the 69 over here, 103. Then once again, that is take out the 69 here. That is 4. 13 minus 9 is 4. And 9 minus 6 is 3. And this is 5. With 69, you see that this goes cancelled by 5 times? Yes. And again it gets cancelled. This is with 5 times, 20 times, and this is 23 times. And with this 23, this is 300 times. And 300 into 20, that is how much, my young friends? That comes 6,000. Done. So this is what the actual approach to answer this question. And I am sure these all are the very important questions, and that is the reason in 1 hour class, if I have to discuss some questions, these are the important questions I thought to share with you all people with the very best method to answer the question. Okay, so we got, this is as, Why did I get this one? This one with 5, which is 20, and with 23, 3 times, it should be 6,000. Option C. Next question, my friends. Here, so here also, this is a question for you. You can see that the heading, the question for student. Answer it, my friends. Come on, come on. Answer it. I will check the answer. I will just wait for 30 seconds. Come on. Now you can see that I change the value here. A certain sum amount to rupees 30,000 for 4 years and rupees 36,000 for 8 years. Now if I write the question, what this question is, if you want to ask, then this is what the P. And after 4 years, what happens? By the time those who understand, please answer the question here. That is 30,000, and in 8 years, is that in 8 years? Yeah, 8 years it has become 36,000. So you know how to frame the ratio. How to frame the ratio. My young friends, in the previous question, what I did, copy the same method, and a day will come you will clear the exam by balancing all the subject. Ask some questions. In YouTube, post some question. I will definitely respond. And the next day I will pick up that question, I will discuss it. Come on. How will we answer the question? A sum at a compound interest is amount to become 30,000 in 4 years and 36,000 in 8 years. So, what is the sum? It's a very common question. A wonderful shortcut is there here to answer it. Let's see how do we answer the question. P by 30,000, which will be equal to this 30,000 by 36,000. Can you see that? P by 30,000 is equal to 30,000 by 36,000. Anyone answer the question? 25. Sumit. Wow. Sumit Pawar. Rightly said, Mr. Sumit Pawar. I will remember you, Mr. Sumit Pawar. Sir, can I have pen? Yeah, Mr. Sumit Pawar. Let me check the Sumit Pawar is correct or not. What is the Sumit Pawar said? Aishwarya says option B. I will always remember you, Aishwarya, for responding. And so is the Anusha. So 25,000. Yeah, that's right. Oh, what a wonderful response. What a big hand for Sumit. Big hand for Sumit Pawar. Okay, fine. Well done, Mr. Sumit. So the rest part is a basic cancellation only. So is Aishwarya, well done. So is Anusha, well done. So here I notice that this is with 6 5 times and 6 times with 6. This is 5 times. 5 into 5 is 25. So your answer is 25,000. Well done, my young friends. Okay. So now, next question. Get ready. We will learn each and every chapter properly from quant, from reasoning. And don't forget to join the reasoning class at 6 o'clock. And my colleague, the Aishwarya madam, will be taking the reasoning class. So please do not forget to join the reasoning class today at 6 p.m. Yes, my friends? Okay, let's move on over here. Look at this one. What is this question is all about? This is the general method. With this question, we will answer it. Now, two sums are in the ratio of 8:5. Both the sums are lent at 10% per annum. It's an important point. Both the sums are lent at 10% per annum. Compound interest for 2 years. It's a compound interest. For 2 years, the difference, look at this one. The difference between the interest at the end of 2 years is rupees 8,820. Then what is the question? Find out the smaller sum. So this is what the smaller sum is. So I will go with the general method first, and then I will go with the very best method which you should follow in the examination. Yes. So let's come to answer this question with the general method. I will consider this as an 8x. So this principal is 8x. It is a compound interest, right? So what will be the interest over here? The interest over here will be 1 plus r by 100. What is r? R is 10. I am dealing with the general method. And please wait for the magical approach. Yes, so that is 10 by 100 to the whole power. For how many years it is said? Did they mention 2 years? So 2 minus 1. So this is what the simple compound interest from the 8x minus. And please remember, this is a general approach. Magical approach is still waiting. That's 5x into that 1 plus 10 by 100, 10. Learn it, sir. You get the job. That's what our purpose is. You get a job. It's a free class. Please come and join. And we will share our 30 years of experience with you. And minus 1, this is what. And this value is given to us is as 8,820. So I will solve the equation and get the answer. So while solving the equation, it is not very difficult, but still the magical approach will make this question more easy. Now I notice that this is 1 by 10, that is nothing but 11 by 10, and the 11 square is 121. So I can write it as 8x into 121 by 100 minus 1, which is 0.21. Which minus this is 5x, and this also gets cancelled, my friends, and especially Sumit Pawar. This question, special explanation to Sumit Pawar. So that is 10 plus 1, 11, and 11 square is 121, Sumit, and when divided by 100, so it's 1.21 minus 1, that's 0.21. So into 0.21. So when you notice that over here, that is 818 and 8216. As both the side, it comes decimal over here, okay? And x and minus that's 105x, and which is equal to 8,820. So when I take the difference here, that I get the 3 here and 6 here. And as 0 is there, x, which is equal to this one. So if I eliminate the decimal, so the 2 zeros will come. Then what is x? And then what is the smaller sum? What is 5x? So this is the way to answer this question. If you refer the book, Mr. Sumit Pawar, you will find the solution this way. But can I afford, if I have an alternate approach, why should I follow this one? Let's go with the alternate approach here. The 70,000 is the answer, but I am not expanding it because we will not follow this method. Now, this is what, let's go with the best possible method. Now, can you see that here 8 part and 5 part? What is the difference between these two? So it's a 3-part difference. So what I am going to do is, let's take the 3 parts and how much is the interest on these 3 parts? So for 2 years and 10% per annum, because on 8 part for 2 years 10% per annum, at 5 part 2 years at 10% per annum. That means the difference will be at 3 part for 2 years at 10% per annum, and you know for 1 year 10% in compound interest, for 2 years it will be 21%, and 21% is nothing but 0.21%. So 3 parts is 21% is the interest. So what will be the 100%? That I will get the 3 part. So in order to get the 100%, what I will do is that is 3 into, this is 21% of 3. So I need to make 100%. So 100 by 21. I got this, the whole 3 parts. Okay. Now what is my requirement over here? So my requirement is not the 3 parts, but my requirement will be the 5 parts. Okay. So because it is such a smaller one, so can I go for 5 parts when this given one, this given one is nothing but 3 parts. Am I making any mistake over here? Did I made any mistake? Difference is given to us. That is how much difference? 8,820. Okay, so 3 parts, 21%, that is what I missed the point over here, is 8,820. That 21% is 8,820. Right, my friends? So if 21% is 8,820, then what I need to find out, what is 100%? So that comes 8,820 into 100, Sumit, divided by 21. I get the 100%, which is 3 parts. What is my requirement? 5 parts. So multiply this by 5 and divide it by 3. I need 5 parts. Multiply by 5. The given one is 3 parts, so divide it by 3. Your story is done here. Let's see that anyone answer the question. Any one of my friends answer the question. So let's work out on this. So I notice that this will be 63. With 63, if I divide, this is 1 times, take out 63. And this is 5 and this is 2. And then it goes 4 times and followed by 0, 140. And 14, 5 is 70. So that comes 70,000. Your option choice is A. Well done, sir. Well done. Ask the question. Give me at least one question of your doubts. Tomorrow I will explain you. Right, my friends? We are here with your preparation. 30% of experience. What I do, keeping that experience with me. I worked in a Bank of Baroda as a provisionary officer, State Bank of India as a clerk. These all experience what I do, holding with me. I want you to share. I want you to get the job in coming days. And we are here to help you or practice with us, give you the best method to answer it. So 70,000. No. It's your time. Answer this question. It's your time. Come on. Now you can see the question here. You know how to answer this question. What is the question here? The two sums are in the ratio of 3:5. Both the sums were lent at 20% per annum. Okay, on the compound interest for 2 years. Hope I am not in the middle of you and question. Between the interest at the end of 2 years, the difference at the end of 2 years is 13,200. Then what is the smaller sum? So I need to get this 3 parts. Okay. Anyone answer the question? My young friends, anyone answer the question? No. So what I do is, what is the difference here? What is the difference here? 2 parts. So of 2 parts, what percentage is there? So the rate of interest is 20% for 2 years. So 20% for 2 years means how much it is? I know 44%. Please by heart this one. That is for 1 year 20%, for 2 years 20 plus another 20% of 20, which is 4. And that gives us 44%. So these are the few facts you need to remember. For 1 year if it is 10%, for 2 years it is 21%. For 1 year it is 20%, for 2 years it is 44%. Keep these few facts in the mind, which will reduce the calculation time in the exam. So I know the 41% of this 2 part is given. And how much is that? 13,200. So if it is 13,200, then what is the 2 part? The whole, that is 100%. That is 13200 into 100 by 21. I get the 2 part. Now how many part I need? I need the smaller part. That means I need the 3 parts. So whereas this is 2 part. So when I need the 3 parts, multiply by 3, and the given one is 2 parts, so divide it by 2. You will get your answer. You will get your answer. 45,000, Mrs. Sumit Pawar. Okay. Can I request you, Sumit Pawar, send one question to me? Right? So we have a Telegram channel. We have a Telegram channel. There you please join there. and you please send one question to me so that tomorrow I will discuss that particular question, Sumit. Okay. Will you? Will you? Aman is there. He is saying option C. And let's check that the option C is correct or not. So, whoa, it's option B. It's option B. How much is that? 45,000, my young friend. Okay. Let me see, did I made any calculation? Because usually the Aman is never wrong. He is highly brilliant student. He is highly brilliant. So that is 13,200 into 100 by 21. 2 years. Acha, 20% per annum. No, I made a mistake. Because 20% per annum for 2 years, it will be 44%. So it should be 44%. Right? So I am sorry for this casual error. And this should be 44%. Because of 2 years. And this should be 44%. I don't know why I made this silly mistake. Okay. Fine. Ignore that. This is 44%. And the 44% is given to us. Now you can answer the question. Sumit Pawar. Yeah, thank you. Send one question to me. Sumit. Tomorrow I will discuss with you. Okay. Come on. Now answer the question. Let's check that, check this, whether the answer is correct or not. With 3, 4, 12, carry 1, 12 and 1, 13. So it gets cancelled, 300. And when 300 divided by 2, that's 150. So 15, 3 is 45. That's what I said, that the Amit was never wrong. It is 45, option choice C. Option choice C. I know for a very long time the Amit was very young friend to me and he is very dynamic. The moment he said the option C, I thought I made some mistake. Amit, thank you very much and well done. Well responded, all of you. 45,000 आएगा Aman. That's right, sir. That's right. चलिए. So, सुमित जी आपसे हम एक क्वेश्चन एक्सपेक्ट करेंगे. यहाँ पे कमेंट में एक बॉक्स क्वेश्चन डालिएगा, कल आंसर करेंगे उसका. Okay, now coming to the next question. Now, what is this question all about? Let's go through that. The compound interest acquired on a certain sum for 2 years is rupees 2,000 at a certain sum, and the time is given 2 years is 2,496. Okay. While the simple interest on the same sum at the same rate of interest for the same time is rupees 2,400. Find the sum and the rate of interest. Okay, let's try this. I will go with the general method once and then we will go with the magical approach. Okay, so what is said here? The compound interest for same sum. So I will consider the same sum over here. Let's consider the sum is P. Right, and that is the interest. So this is P into, for how many years? 2 years. What is the rate? I don't know. 1 plus R by 100 to the whole power 2. Right, my friends? So this gives us how much? 2,496 minus 1. Oh, it's a compound interest. So this is minus 1. Don't worry, I will give the best method for answering this question. So after these are the important questions. So this is what given to us, compound interest. What about the simple interest? Then P R T by 100, and the T I know. So I can write down the value over here. What is T? Where did we go? Okay, so what is T? So the T is 2 by 100, which is equal to how much? 2,400. So can I get the P value over here? Yes, I can get the P value over here in terms of R. Look at my friends here. So I will cancel this one. This gets 1,200. This method we will not follow. Just the bookish method I am sharing it. and then you will go with the best possible method to answer this question. So here it is 1200, and then it comes over here, that is 1200 followed by another 2 zeros divided by R. And what is this part? This part is a P. P is equal to. Did you notice this? So once I reach to this part, I will replace the value of P over here and then answer the question. That complicates the issue. That is not the exam method to answer the question. So what is the correct method? Here you will come to know the correct method to answer the question. Now come on. Here it says that what if the amount is, I am just taking one example and then I will come back to this one. This is what the total 1000, and the rate of interest is 10% per annum for 2 years. How the simple interest goes and how the compound interest goes, Mr. Sumit Pawar. So 10% per annum, that means 100 here, 100 here. What about the compound interest? The compound interest is 100 here plus 100 plus 10% of 100, which is 10. Then you will say, Mr. Narendra, I noticed that the simple interest and compound interest, Narendra, is same for the first year. And whatever extra comes is the interest on interest. That is the extra for second year. So if you notice that, can I do the same thing over here? This is 2400 is a simple interest for 2 years. That for 1 year it is 1200. Can it be 1200 and 1200? So now you got the answer. I know this, my friend. So that is 1200 is a simple interest, 1200 is a simple interest for second year, whereas 1200 is the compound interest for first year, 1200 plus extra amount, that will be interest on interest for second year. Now, how much is the compound interest? Compound interest is 2496, which is how much more than this? 296 more. Achha, okay, 96 more. So what is this 96, my young friends? What is this 96? This 96, the interest on interest. That means 96 interest over 1200. So now I take that 96 is what percentage of 1200? Now into 100, these zeros gets cancelled, and 12 divided by 96 divided by 12, and which is 8. So rate of interest is 8%. Now you can notice that with this approach, how much time we can cancel, reduce here. Okay, this is how we get the rate of interest. So when I go to the rate of interest 8%, I can see 2 options are there. Then I need to go for sum. Then how do I go for sum? In the case of sum, look at this one. This 8% interest is 1 year interest percentage, and the 1 year interest value is 1200. So when 8% is 1200, the what is 100%? I will get the sum. So that is what it is. Find the sum. So let's find it out. That is 1200 into 100 by 8, and with 8 it is 15 times. So that comes 15000. So rate of interest is 15,000. And how many of you answer the question? Sumit Pawar says option B. Oh, Aman, 15,000, 8%. That's great, Aman. That's great. Let me check that. That's what? 15,000 and 8% per annum. I salute you, sir. I salute you. You wonderfully answer the question. Okay. So is Sumit. Sumit is nowhere behind anyone. चलिए, अच्छा कर रहे हैं सुमित सर, बनाए रखिए. कल के सेंट्रल बैंक, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉय, चलिए, क्या पता आप इनकम टैक्स इंस्पेक्टर बन जाए थ्रू दिस CGL एग्जामिनेशन. आई विश यू सो मिस्टर सुमित. नाउ टाइम बचा है क्या? Yes, 3 minutes is left, so we can discuss some more question. Now, question for student. Sumit ji, अब आपके लिए क्वेश्चन आ गया है. Now the question is for student. Similar question, answer it. The compound interest acquired on a certain sum for 2 years for rupees 6,000, while the simple interest on the same sum at the same rate of interest for the same time also is 6,450. So find the sum and rate of interest. I'm sure some of you will definitely answer the question. Chale, come on. Anusha, Sumit, answer it. 30 seconds I will give you. Answer it. अच्छा कर रहे हैं सुमित जी, बनाए रखिए. अनुषा, doing well. Keep it up. Aishwarya, keep it up. Aman is rocking. I really like him like anything. Now, I will answer the question now. If anyone answered it, okay. So, for 2 years, if it is 6,000, 2 years, if it is 6,000, that means for 1 year, the simple interest is 3,000 and 3,000. What about the compound interest? This is 3,000 and 3,000 and plus the additional amount in case of compound interest, which is 450. So this 450 is the interest on interest. So from there, I will get the rate of interest. Oh, Anusha says option B. Sumit ji, आप भी आंसर करो. 450 divided by 3,000 and Aman into 100. So I notice that these 3 zeros gets cancelled. The rate of interest is 15%. But when I go to the option, I see there are 2 options are there with 15%. So I need to find out the sum. अरे वाह सुमित पवार, रॉक कर रहे हैं सर. कौन से स्टेट से हैं सुमित जी? Okay, option B. Let me check option B is correct or not. Whether my friend Sumit is correct or not. Yeah, that's right. रॉक कर रहे हैं सर. सर यही परफॉर्मेंस हमारा SSC CGL के एग्जाम में भी होना चाहिए. चलिए, so that is what is the sum? So the sum I need to find out the 100 here. The 15% is this one. This 15% is 3,000 because this 3,000 is 1 year interest, which is 15% 1 year interest. So when 15% is 3,000, then what is 100%? So a small activity is there. This is 3,000 divided by 15 into 100 and you get this as 20,000. चलिए Mr. Pawar, अरे वाह महाराष्ट्र से हैं. So Mr. Pawar, NCP के लीडर. Okay, चलिए. Well done, sir. Well done. So exactly 1 minute is we have crossed it, but still, if you allow me, एक और question कर लेते हैं. Yes, चलिए. This one. So the simple and compound interest के एक basic question करते हैं. With that we will conclude it. Let's do. Now, I will, we together will answer this question. What is this question? Actually, please don't forget to join at 6 p.m. It's a reasoning class by our one of the best faculties, Aishwarya ji. Right? So 6 p.m. To 7 p.m. 1 hour reasoning class on the same channel. Please subscribe the channel. Please like it. Share it with your friends. Okay, so there's the last question, my friends. Okay, what is that? So rupees 4,300 is become 4,600 in 2 years at simple interest at a certain rate. Find the principal that will become rupees 10,140 in 5 years at the same rate of interest. Can I get the rate of interest by using these two? So did you notice that this is what the principal and this is what the amount, this is what the time. So taking the difference, I will get the interest. So what is the interest over here? So the interest, I noticed that that is 300. So is these figures are right? Let me check. That's this is 4,644. So my friends, please correct this. 4,644. That's the figure. Okay. So now I notice that 344 is the interest. So we have the interest, we have the time, we have the principal. Can I get the rate of interest? Yes, I can get the rate of interest. So 344 for 2 years. For 1 year, how much? 172. That's 1 year interest, Aman. Okay. For 1 year, 172. This 172 is what percentage of the principal? Can you see that this goes 4 times? Right? So if this is 1%, so this will be 4%. I notice that rate of interest is 4%. Now, in the second case, in the 5 years, what will be the total rate of interest in 5 years? At the rate of 4% per annum, for 5 years, it is 20%. And we have the principal. The principal means the sum plus interest. That is 100 plus 20, 120%. So we have already 120%. You are asked to find out the sum. It's not the rate of interest, I think, to find out the sum. So we already know 120%, 8 plus 5 plus 4 is 20%, 100 plus 20. Okay, I am writing it here, 100 plus 20, which is 120%, which is equal to this much. So what is 100%? That will be your sum. Anyone answer the question? Okay, Suma, Sridhar, option C. Option C. Right, Suma? Right, Suma? Sridhar. That's great. So, let's check that option C is correct or not. That's right. That's right. It is correct. Suma, you rocked it. You came out of a long time, but rocked it. Well done. So, 120%, I need to find out 100%. And that is 10,104. 104 and into, that's 100, and the given one is 120%. So cancelling this, there's 5 and 6, and with 6, let's see that 616, 4 and 6, 5, 6 is 36. I left with 5 and 50. 6 8 is 48 and 6 4 is 24 and into 5, and that will be, that's 5 4 is 20, carry 2, and 5 8 is 40, 42, carry 4, and 80 plus 4 is 84. Suma, you have rightly, Suma Sridhar, you have rightly said that's 8,420. That is the best way to answer this question. There are a lot of questions lined up actually, right? I wanted to share this n times. A sum is become 12 times itself, 5 times itself. How to share it? All this will be discussed in my next class. What is the chapter you want tomorrow? My friends who are on the board, what is the chapter you would like to discuss tomorrow? Can you put it in the comment box? Why it's got stuck, sir? Huh?
No, sir.
It's playing. Can my friend suggest what is the topic you would like to do? You would like to discuss? Okay, anyhow, I decide tomorrow we will discuss the profit and loss on the weekend, on Saturday. So tomorrow, don't miss my class. Please join. We will practice some important questions for your examination point of view, and evening 6 p.m. reasoning class by Aishwarya Madam. With this, I will conclude this class and wish you all the best to prepare. We are with you. Come at 11 o'clock, my class at 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock. We together will every day discuss the few important questions for 1 hour. Thank you very much, my students. Thank you. And all the best from on behalf of ACE Online.